welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the champions of the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Final game of the season. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He was covered by Caden.
Now Penix to throw on second down. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
On third down, Penix. He's going to pick up the first down and more. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Second and 5.
Penix now off the bootleg. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Ryland's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs? These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground and work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6.
39-yard line.
We go play action with Love. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Here comes third and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
Another Steelers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
On play action, Love. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
And the Steelers first down.
From the gun, it's Love. And he's blocked down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
We'll go with a draw play here on the second down. And the Steelers are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Love. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3.
Chris Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time. He's on Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Forced out wide. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And a nice return here as well, and takes it up to the 45-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. You're going to go play action with Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That's a gain of 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll get that to Wilson. And a Good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steelers first down.
The 43-yard line.
Throwing is Love. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
The 36-yard line.
Here's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's the pitch, the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Love. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Steelers.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
Metcalf, the motion man.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Falcons 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
48-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Keanu Benton getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Long, incomplete. Covering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard.
2 minutes to go here till
11
halftime.
At the
Back for
12-yard
more
line.
on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Love. Metcalf with the grab. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On 2nd down, Love. He finds Metcalf on the slant, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And caught by Tolbert right side. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jalen Walker in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. 3rd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st down. A gain of 31 yards.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Love. There's that man again. Another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. He'll give on the ground, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Love to throw. That one on target to Moore. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
At the 6-yard line.
Flush to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Falcons 3.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now Penix, short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons first down.
Now this, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you could ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead.
Falcons 3.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Now return, coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Derek Harmon in for the tackle. Second down, they need 7. To throw is Penix. That's the tight end, Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and
off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they'll have it across midfield, now at the opposing 46-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Moore going in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He's into space past the 25. And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers stretch things out even further.
Steelers 41, Falcons 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Falcons
on 1st down, right back to Robinson. Inside the 25. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gun. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
49-yard line.
They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 15-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the fourth from New Orleans after this. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun here, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll begin here on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Get a whole lot, maybe a yard, that's it. 3rd and long.
It's a gain of a yard.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Penix. The open man is Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Wilson. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. Down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, they'll run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Moore. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There's a handoff out of the gun, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
To throw is Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Oswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain. Yet again. And now it's third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. On third down, Penix. That caught left side by Pitts. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A run now on 2nd down. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
8-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st down.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And the Steelers have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all 3 phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.